Hi,
Thanks for
Glenn.
joining,
No worries.
and welcome everyone else. I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of an overview of why we're doing this, and just I guess an explanation of Cell Care and where we fit in. We're Australian-made skincare brand. I'm the founder, Tamarin, and I thought this year we'd, after many questions about Gua Sha and how to use it and when to use it, that kind of thing, I reached out to Gloria Nugent, who has very kindly offered to come and give us a very quick demo, as well as kind of explain a little bit about Gua Sha. So Gloria, I'd love to hear a little bit about yourself and your business.
Yes, I'm a cosmetic acupuncturist, so that's my background, and I've been practicing for over 15 years now. I do incorporate, well, this is where I learned gua sha from, especially the facial gua sha, and I always use it within my treatments. And also, I recommend the facial gua sha as a at-home self-care in between treatments for my patient. And this is actually where I discovered, yes, people don't know how to use it. They might have the tool and don't know how to use it properly. And so I did have to show them how to use it to maintain the saggy skin or lift the saggy skin or puffiness or whatever they were actually wanted to achieve. But over time, I discovered also that beauty therapists are really interested in learning this technique to provide on their clients. And so
Yeah,
back in 2018, I just started like training, doing a workshop training
amazing.
professionals like beauty therapists, skin therapists, massage therapists on how to use this amazing beauty tool on their clients to get results, especially not wanting if people clients who don't want to get Botox or any of those injectables and want like a natural beauty. So then, yeah, so nowadays or now, still till this day, I'm teaching online and also around Australia, I do hands-on training as well. So that's for
Oh,
the professionals, yeah.
amazing. And you know what? I think Gua Sha definitely fits within like our ethos of like slow beauty and just taking the time. And it's really relaxing as well, just to kind of have a bit of a session with yourself and just like really let those skincare products like seep in, because I think it's so quick to just apply the face oils and then just off you go.
Yes.
So it's actually a really good way to kind of get to know yourself and the skincare, I suppose.
Yeah, I agree with that because a lot of people, once they start using the gua sha, they didn't realize how much tension their face is holding. And
Yeah.
that tension is what's really causing you your aging skin, like the wrinkles or fine lines, dark circles. And that can be resolved with pretty much using this amazing beauty tool.
I know, and I saw your photos of like before and afters, and they're just so amazing of all the different techniques and all the different skin concerns that Gua Sha can address. So it really is a fantastic tool. So very excited to get into it. We are going to do a couple of questions before we do our little demo, and I have my face oil. I've got my Gua Sha ready. We'll do some of the questions and then. Yeah, we'll get into
Yeah,
it. So,
definitely.
so I guess one of the questions has been, which is probably one of the common questions that gets asked to Cell Care a lot, is like, what is the core use of Gua Sha? Like what is the core benefits of using Gua Sha? We briefly touched on it before, but just the background about Gua Sha and some of the reasons why I can kind of help you in your routine.
Yeah, so with gua sha, it does involve like scraping, or back then in traditionally they use it scraping on the skin, pretty much to help increase circulation and remove toxins in the body. But on the face, we just do a lighter technique. And there's so
Okay.
many benefits. Yeah, so by doing the right technique, you can lift the skin, increase circulation. So therefore, by increasing circulation, you're renewing all the good cells, all the old cells out of the face, out of the body, and bringing up all the new cells to help regenerate, rejuvenate the face. So that way it can also help with increased circulation, so brightening the skin. That's why after a gua sha session, you notice you're quite glowing because you're
Yeah.
moving that circulation of the face. Like we don't do a lot of movement, as in like our arms and hands, like we do with exercise. That's why doing gua sha, you just need little help with your face. So it does help with like body pressure wise, help with fine lines and wrinkles if you build up the right
Oh yeah.
technique. Yeah,
which I think
puffiness
a
in the
lot of us
face.
ladies are looking for.
Yes, and like puffiness in the face, like moving the fluid retention, especially like underneath the eyes. If you wake up with puffiness, dark circles as well. One reason
Yeah,
caused by dark circles can also be lack of circulation. But there's maybe some underlying issue as well. But if it's lack of circulation, then that gua sha can help with the dark circles. Yeah, I think I've covered it. So lifting, regenerating new cells in the body, and it's just beauty that it's pretty much with this just tool, if you apply the right technique, you can get all this going on your face.
yeah. Well, that's actually quite a lot of benefits that you can
Mm,
do. So, and obviously, and I'm sure that you cover that in a lot of your training that you do. I think that's another one of the biggest questions people have, is like where to start, sort of like what techniques to use. But we'll get into that in a little bit. I know the puffiness is definitely like the number one, as well as aging and lifting, that I get asked all the time. So how would you like integrate gua sha into your routine? Like what time of day? Like where would you start if you're new to
yes.
gua sha?
So, I mean, you can do like if you had your facial routine, you can spend, say, like 15-20 minutes doing gua sha in one period, or just spending a couple of minutes each night. And the best result is if you actually use it every night. So you've done your cleansing, your toning, and then applying your serum on, then maybe you do a bit of gua sha. Just focus on techniques that you want to, your aging concern. Like, for instance, if you just want to lift, then just focus on these techniques to lift, but just doing a couple of minutes every night, being consistent, you'll see the results as well and maintaining that result. So don't think that you just do one once off and it will maintain like that.
Yeah,
No, with gua sha again, it is natural. We're trying to rejuvenate our skin and doing all natural beauty. So not applying anything toxic or chemicals in the face, that you do need to be consistent and applying it every night. I understand people do have forget about it. Like myself, I do forget sometimes too, but sometimes having it like right there with you when you're doing your cleansing and then
yeah,
toning. Just remember, like, first step cleanse, second step tone, next step serum. Okay, the fourth step, okay, do the gua sha, and then applying your eye cream or whatever else you have, night cream on, then go to bed. Oh, another little tip I have is actually have it on your bedside table. So when you're settling
okay,
down in bed, yeah, in bed, it's right there, and then you remember it, and then okay, just like maybe you're watching TV or reading or something, and then just doing it while like doing it while you're doing another thing, like watching TV or settling down. That's a
yeah,
little tip. But I do recommend doing it at nighttime because that's when you tend to have more time. Like in the
mm,
morning, you're quite fast paced. Go quickly wash your face, go and put your makeup on, or do whatever to go get out of the house. That you don't really have time there to like spend time to do the gua sha.
yeah,
So I like using the roller in the mornings, especially if you have puffiness around the eyes. However, if you have time in the morning, that's absolutely fine as well. Because with gua sha, you might get a bit of redness. That's just an indication of like circulation coming into the face. So
yeah,
therefore, you don't want to feel red and have oil in your face in the morning. This is why when nighttime,
yeah,
you just apply it. You might feel a bit of redness, and you can leave the oil on again. It helps rejuvenate the skin as well. Whereas in the day, if you have to go on about your days, you have to take that oil off, and sort of like a
yeah,
waste in a sense
yeah,
when you're using like good quality oil on the face. So I mean, you can
yeah,
use it anytime, but I recommend actually doing it at nighttime because that's when you have a bit more time and can be more focused. Or
yeah.
and then also the benefits of the facial oils penetrating into the skin as well to help rejuvenate it.
Yeah, 100%. And we don't want to waste any of our skincare products because they cost
Mm.
so much money. I love the idea of actually reading because I read, and I always spend like at least half an hour reading. And, that time I can actually be gua
Yeah.
shaing because I think like standing at the sink, I have mine. It's slow beauty I guess is all about like the routine and having it infiltrated, so I make sure that they're visible my tools, that I actually go, oh yeah, got to use that. But of the reading thing, you've given me a really good tip now.
Yes.
No excuse if you put your skincare on and then you're sitting next to your bed. So would you recommend only oils with the gua sha, or what kind of
Just
skincare?
well, as long as there needs to be some lubrication. So I do find oil doesn't absorb the skin as well or like, not as fast as serum. So as long as your serum it still gives you some gliding motion, then definitely you can use that. But oils, because it penetrates the skin slowly, it's still, you only need to put like a few drops and you can do your gua sha, especially if you're gliding on the face, because you do need some form of lubricant to also move. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
causes frictions on the face. So that's the only way I recommend some facial oils. But I've known there's some maybe some serum out there that quite like it's quite thick, or it can be lubricating. You can still use
Yeah.
that, absolutely. Just something that just as long as it can glide the face.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is quite important. Some of the creams that I've kind of tested with it
Mhm.
have flaked a little bit and gone like a little bit matte.
Yeah.
So yeah, have absorbed already. So your skin's probably tugging, which is probably not that
No,
great for your face either.
that's a little tip. Yes, you need some lubrication with the gua sha
Yeah.
as we are gliding or scraping the skin.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well that's good to know. I love the fact that you can do it morning
Mhm.
or night as well, but recommended night. And then what do you think is the biggest mistake people do when they kind of get the gua sha and well, they don't know what to do, or what mistakes have you heard from your
So
customers?
definitely the technique as well. So one is like always going lifting up and out. That's one little tip that I always recommend. So
Yeah.
don't go back and forth. A roller, you can
Ah.
use that, but don't go back and forth with your gua sha, because just think you want to lift, you don't want to promote gravity. So if you're going down, you're promoting gravity.
Oh my
So
gosh.
always go up. And
I
also
wonder if people know that because, I think I see people all the time like going like this over their gouaches.
it's sort of common sense when you think of them. Like I'm saying, like
Uh,
you always want to lift, but then if you're going down, you're promoting gravity, so you're promoting like downward
yeah,
action of your face.
yeah.
But then yes, people tend to forget. People don't know, so that's one little tip. Another one is also what is it? The pressure you use. Pressure use. So that's one thing I might be show later. Is if you want to promote lifting, you do use medium pressure. The pressure, you don't never use firm pressure because you don't need to tug on the skin. Actually, if you just do light pressure, it actually gives you results as well. So if you've seen on my page, I put the people's results. They've all done at light to medium pressure. And if you want to promote lymphatic drainage, so moving the fluids through your face, through
Hmm.
your skin, then light pressure, because you have to understand what the anatomy of the face, the lymphatic system lies just underneath the surface of the skin. So therefore only light pressure. So if you're using firm pressure, you're not actually promoting lymphatic drainage, or you're not moving the fluids through the lymphatic system. But if you do light pressure, then it does, and slightly more, bit more pressure, then you're more lifting. And also, I guess later technique is actually using the whole surface, not just the edge of your gua
Oh,
sha.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So to make sure using like the whole surface
yeah,
area
whole
instead of just the
surface
edge of
area.
it.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter which type you have. Couple styles of gua sha around, but it doesn't matter which style you have. Just make sure when you're lifting, you are touching like the flat surface, not just the edge. So not just the edge here. We're not moving like that. We're actually going like that.
Oh,
But yeah, so
oh, right.
that's some
Okay.
little
Yeah.
techniques. Yeah, and also
Yeah. And okay, so we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot. So we use the whole surface and we're not going to go too hard. So is the lymphatic drainage, is that to kind of like reduce puffiness?
yeah, so fluid retention in the face.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
obviously you don't have, if it's you are getting puffiness, so not like because you've got a lot of fat cells in there, like
yeah,
just fatty things that you're actually just really puffy. That could be fluid
yeah.
retention, not in stuck in your face. That therefore moving it through the lymphatic system. Again, this is not a full lymphatic drainage treatment. Just need to distinguish between that, but it will help to move the fluids through the lymphatic vessels, then helps for the drainage as well, or just getting that moving in the body,
Okay,
especially
yeah,
the face
good.
area.
I love that. I love the different pressures as well. So
Hmm.
that's a really good tip for Bosha. All right. Well, I mean, that's all the questions I had just to kind of get us started. So maybe we can have a quick tutorial, and I believe there's a specific like technique or specific concern you want to address.
Yeah, so I think many of you have answered that you like techniques on sagginess, so maybe saggy cheeks, or sagginess on the forehead, like the eyebrow
Yeah,
areas. Yes, oh, and puffiness as well. So I can help with that. So just make sure you have your tool with you. So it doesn't matter which tool you have. This tends to be like the common style looking one, I
yeah,
feel. Yeah, just need to understand your gua sha. So this is the fishtail end. I like this style. If because then this one you can sculpt your jawline as well. Like at least it has that bit. So with this my
oh,
one here, this is where I will sculpt that. This is my smooth gliding area. So the flatness here.
yeah.
So with this you can use like this whole area here.
This
You'll be like
area.
gliding like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
so best thing to do is obviously use your oils. I'll apply it on myself. Just get some lubrication. Make sure you cover with the oils. You don't need to put a whole heap of oil on the face, especially if you have good quality one. Only a couple of drops. That's all you need. But if
I'm putting
again,
three max.
yes, but then if you do have dry skin, like you're more prone, to dry skin that the oil absorbs a bit faster, then yes, you can reapply. But if you have good quality ones, only like a couple of drops is actually enough. Okay, so using the flats, there's two sort of steps if around the chin and cheek area that I recommend doing. First
Yeah,
one is actually using your fishtail.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
put it in the jawline, start in the middle, then gliding it up like that. So like this. And then remember you're not doing it like this. Haha, this is different. And
Yeah,
whereas you're angling it and gliding. See, you feel the difference when you do
yeah. Oh
this?
my gosh,
Now
yeah. And it actually
you're
feels quite
pushing.
hard if you do it this way instead
Yeah.
of
And you
this way.
actually don't need to
Yeah.
do a lot of pressure. I'm just doing quite love light pressure as well. I mean light to medium pressure. So not like full hard. You don't need that. So that's a technique for you.
Yeah,
This is to help with again. You just feel that already like the pull, so that lifts up. So if
yeah,
you have a bit of like turkey neck is actually quite hard to
yeah.
sort of get rid of. You can do a little flicking like this. Don't go over the throat. That's a big no. So don't do
You do it
gliding
with
over
this
the
part.
throat. Yeah, just underneath like that little that area here.
Yeah.
You can glide that. That's absolutely fine. But they're lifting like this. And then using the whole area here, glide up. So, and again, I'm using a flat surface, not just the edge.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it feels so much better than just
Different,
doing
isn't
it like
it?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, now lift up. Do like 5 to 10 times. And then
Yeah,
we'll keep
another question I had is like, how many times, I guess, do
often.
you have to do each
Yeah,
stroke?
I say maximum like 10 times is enough. Because
Okay.
because your body just reaches certain threshold. So even if you do 30 strokes, it'll be sort of the same. The results, like it only reaches a certain point
Yeah.
in your body. That if even if you do 50 strokes, it's just still going to be that area. So
Yeah,
you can
right.
lift up to yeah. And that technique you can also do is underneath the eyes, but very lightly. So I'm using just a smaller surface area. So you can use like this end, just go
This
underneath.
one, yeah.
So you have puffiness under the eyes. This is the same
Yes.
glide technique helps. However, just underneath the eyes, do it very lightly because you don't want to cause bruising. If you do
Yeah.
pressure here, it's just cause bruising and then you have a black eye.
Uh,
So that's not really. Yeah,
I
it's not.
think a lot of us who suffer from like allergies and stuff, like myself, like I don't know what is going on. It's just allergy season at the moment, so I feel like this would be a really good, quick, like morning
Morning
thing,
one,
just
yeah.
to do.
This one, or even if you have the roller, if you have a beauty
Yeah.
roller, I actually like using that just to help, especially you put a coolingness of it, definitely helps. Okay, and so the same technique. So if you like lifting your eyebrow area, so using this bit
Yeah.
more smaller surface area. So my one will be here. You can just play around with your gua sha and just work
Oh
out.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're just going up,
Okay.
up. And then the same thing is with the forehead. So if you have droopy eyelids, you just do this, going up. So these are like techniques you can do to help with lifting. So if you have like droopy eyelids, this is a great way to lift
Yeah.
as well as that. Um, okay, so they're saggy, yes, and then those ones will help. Another reason why you get saggy skin is also because the muscles not activating,
Yeah.
like it's just a bit sleepy.
Well,
So
like
you,
you say, we don't really work our face muscles other than smiling and laughing and stuff, but it's
yeah.
not like exercising your body.
So a little another tip, bonus tip I will show you is using the tip. So any tip that you have, the pointy
Yeah,
tip, next to your nose, there's a point there. Just push that up, and then and then just do a little circle.
yeah,
Yep, underneath, see the eye. Just go directly down underneath the cheekbone. Right
yeah.
here. Just push up there. Just these are the it's a little pressure, not like full deep pressure, but just do like a little circular motion. One right underneath, to the corner of your eye, going down, just underneath the cheekbone, and then just these are just little to wake up the muscles in the
Oh, they're
face.
like little pressure
Yeah,
points. Oh,
little
it's
pressure
nice to
points.
feel. Yeah,
Yeah, just to wake up the muscles in the face. This is
yeah,
another little tip that I show you with, especially with the cheek area. So
yeah. Oh my gosh.
yeah, so definitely if you want to sculpt the jawline and lifting saggy cheeks here, do this step and then this step as well. And doing this every night, or if you want to do it before you go to work, definitely can. As you can see, I'm going a bit red already as well. So this
Oh,
is just
me
what light
too.
pressure
Yeah, and
circulation.
I've got very sensitive skin. And just for anyone watching, like if you have sensitive skin, I have the most sensitive skin ever, and it really does help with that sensitivity. I think it builds up that little bit of a resilience as
And
well.
definitely also remember to do the other side as well. So you um balancing out this side, yeah.
You want
Definitely.
both snatched.
So so those are like that's the gliding technique to help lift. And I
Wonderful.
did show a bit about the puffiness as well. But another
Yeah,
extra tip is if you have puffiness of the whole face, yes, definitely do this gliding technique, but do it at a lighter pressure. So here I'm lifting, I'm just doing a bit more firm pressure, but then just do a light pressure if you want, if your focus is on puffiness
okay.
towards the ear, towards the ear, and then so everything, even like your whole face, you're going down like the forehead to the ear. Everything towards the ear because we're going to do some bit of drainage or the lymph nodes is one is behind the ear. That's one major one.
Yeah,
And one, if you can see me, like the neck, your clavicle, just
okay.
one right there as well in the midway. Those are
Yeah,
points. So maybe even if you want to first activate these, so using the tip of your Gua Sha,
yeah.
you can just like do circular motion here. So you
Oh
stop,
wow, okay.
yeah, just a little circle, just lightly though, don't do low pressure. Just a light circular motion here. That's just to activate those nodes. Another one behind the ear. Just like do circular motion. Count to five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe just lift and then redo that. Just very light. Because say you've done all that, done all the gliding, the last step would be the lymphatic work. So just, go along your jawline.
Yeah,
Once you reach behind the ear, use the angle. So use one of your fishtail and just do a circular motion here. Yep.
yeah,
So it helps you just glide and then stimulate and then going down the neck, but down the SCM muscle. So you have your throats here and then you have the SCM muscle here. So
yeah.
it glides down to the clavicle and then move it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so you actually kind of getting that flow going in your lymph nodes,
Yeah, so the lymphatic,
draining.
if
Yeah,
you look up your lymph nodes here, it goes run down your neck and out to your
yeah.
clavicle, underneath your clavicle area.
Oh my
So
God,
yeah,
that's
that's like the final.
amazing.
That's the final step I
Yeah.
would recommend doing. So if you've done all your Gua Sha, like the lifting, both sides, but then the final one would be just moving that, like
Okay.
just doing that, stimulate, and at the end. Yeah,
Okay.
so those are little
That's
techniques I
amazing.
recommend doing for lifting and then play around with it. Explore your
Yeah.
Gua Sha as well, using especially tension in the head. Um, Sometimes you need to activate those muscles. So just or if it goes, the lines and wrinkles just causing you to be
Yeah.
very tense, then massaging that will actually help.
Yeah. Especially if you're looking at a laptop or a phone for
Yeah.
a long period of time, it's really
So
good to release that tension,
yeah,
you know.
play around with your Gua Sha and using this Gua Sha tool to actually
Yeah.
massage those muscles in your face, and that helps to relieve the tension. So
So
hopefully
get to
those been
know this
helpful.
beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's fantastic. We are, I think, at time, and it's been absolutely fantastic having you, Gloria. I believe that you also offer the training, and you're going to do some discounts as well if people wanted to join your
Yes.
training.
For anyone who's watching this live, I am offering a 15% off on my products and training as well. So if you're a beauty therapist, massage therapist, or like any skin therapist who is interested in learning these Gua Sha techniques to apply on your clients and providing this service in your business, I do offer hands-on training in Australia and online training. So if you pop in the code Gua Sha 15, I think maybe at the end we'll pop in the captions my
Yeah,
link to the site. So for products, if you're interested in, or if you don't have a Gua Sha products and interested in this one as well, I'm offering 15% off
love
all
that one.
products and training courses as well. So
Amazing.
yeah, this year I'm going to Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne. So I'm going around a bit of Australia. So any therapist, if you're from one of those towns and interested in hands-on training, definitely sign up and use my Gua Sha code coupon
Oh,
for 15%
thank
off.
you so much. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pop all the discounts in the captions, and for anyone joining afterwards and rewatching this, there are your techniques. And if you've got any questions for myself or Gloria, then just send them in the comments and we'll answer them. Thank you very much, Gloria.
No worries. My pleasure. It's been fun actually
Yeah,
doing this live and showcasing some techniques. Hopefully it's been helpful, but definitely if you
very. I know I
um
learned a lot.
yes, any questions, definitely feel free to DM me. Obviously I'm on IG as well. So you can message me and then I'm happy to help. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you,
All
Gloria.
right, great. Thank
Bye,
you
everyone.
for now.
Bye.